What's good, Illumineers? My Lorcana fam out there. AZ Aquaman here with another video for you guys. For today's video, we got a deck profile here. I got a few requests on this already, and I didn't want to post it till I was like pretty happy with the build. So obviously, guys, this isn't going to be like a tier 0, tier 1 deck. It's not a meta deck. This is an off meta deck. This is the Amber Ruby Mufasa, but what I call it is Amber Ruby Scarfasa. So I think the deck is still pretty good. It can catch people off guard because it is an off meta deck. And to me, it's bonus that it's good and it's really fun to play. So I had a few requests on deck profile on Amber Ruby Mufasa. I call it Scarfasa because I do run Scar in here. And we'll go ahead and run the deck profile here. Like usual, I'll try to make it short and sweet. All right, on to the 1-drops first. I'm just running 2 Mulans and then 4-card soldiers. 2 Mulans is fine. I don't run the big Mulan. Sometimes when you do play her and your opponent doesn't know you run big Mulan, you know, it's nice to just kind of bluff them, fake them out, little fakey fake. So I just like the 2 Mulans just because we did need another 1-drop that could possibly get healed out by Rapunzel or Julieta Madrigal. So so we're running 6 1-drops. On to the 2-drops. Got that standard Mother Gothel at 4, and then one of the MVPs here, and then 4 Lumieres. Lumieres, just giving that +1 strength to your characters just makes a huge difference. Your characters are able to trade off, like these 2-3 characters are able to trade off with like foxes and snakes and some of those bigger characters. We're gonna go on to my 3, and this is another good reason why I like Lumiere. So that's our 2-drops. We got 8 2-drops. So our 3-drops right here, we got 3 Gastons just to cheat out some bigger characters. So this is why I like Lumiere, because if you are playing like against like Emeralds or like even Ruby nowadays, they tend to probably brawl the Gaston or disrupt your turn by bouncing Gaston back with Kid Clock Kicker. But it's nice when you play Lumiere turn 2, Gaston turn 3, your Gaston's a 3/4, so he can't be brawled and he can't get hit with Kid Clock Kicker, so you could cheat out your big character next turn. And also, even when you do use him to cheat out your big character, he's now a 3/4, so he's able to trade in with bigger characters. So that's why I like Lumiere. So we got three Gastons fine for now. You can run 4 if you have room, but I think 3 is good enough. What we do need in this deck are draws. So we're running 3 Julieta Madrigal. You guys know what she does. You can heal up to 2 damage from chosen character. And if you remove the damage this way, you may draw a card. So if you guys notice, it says 2 damage from chosen character, so you can heal your opponent's character if you want. So and then our other 3-drops here, I am running the Beast. Why? Because he's another good target for Julieta Madrigal and Rapunzel. Nowadays, when you're playing Amber, people just assume you're running Rapunzels, and you know they try to play around Rapunzels nowadays. So sometimes just dropping a Beast or Mother Gothel makes your job easier with Rapunzel. And on top of that, Beast is a 2-quester, so that's bonus. Running a Beast. And then our last 3-drops, running the 3 Brawls. We're at 3 Brawls. At least some answer to evasives. The big evasives right now is Genie and Diablo. And then maybe you can hit an Elsa if you want. But yeah, at least have some answer for evasive, so we're running 3 brawls there. That is our 3 drops. Going on to 4 drops now. I'm at 4 super goofs. I like super goofs at 4. I guess you can remove 1 if you need to, but I like 4 just because sometimes you're gonna need to ink him, and he's just like a nice burst lore of 2 if you're just trying to sneak in a game or something, or you know, trying to get your lore count out faster. And here's another example of why I like Lumiere, because that makes Super Goof a 3/4, so he's able to probably trade or challenge over characters like Calhoun's and Snakes and, you know, Foxes and stuff. So same deal. If you do challenge and you survive, more than likely they're probably going to want to challenge over your Goofy, and your Goofy's a 3/4, so you're probably going to trade. That's why I think Lumiere is really good. So I'm running 4 Goofy, Super Goof. My other 4s, I do run 3 Prince Erics. You can cut this down to 2 if you want. For me, I like 3 just because if I don't have a Super Goof play, or I need to ink Super Goof because he's my like only other inkable character, it's nice to drop Prince Eric, or you know, instead of like just playing a random Rapunzel, it's just nice to drop a Prince Eric turn 4, and then you basically just quest away. And if they answer him anytime he's banished, you banish one of their characters. So and another good thing with Lumiere, Prince Eric becomes a 3/2, so you can, you know, run into a Fox or a Goat or a Calhoun, and then trigger his effect and then banish another character that way. So that's why Lumiere does work in his deck. So I like 3. You guys can put it down to 2. I was playing 2 for a while, but I don't know. I like Prince Eric, so I think we're gonna stick with 3. I like it for now. If I did change it up, yes, I'll only go down to 2, but I like 3. I like where it's at. And I run 2 Rayas. So this would be the card that I would probably remove or add, sorry. If I remove the Prince Eric, I would probably add a 3rd Raya in. That would be my change. Right now, Raya's cool. She's good. You're able to double dip on your Gaston to be able to use his skill twice, which means it's like -4 cost for your next character, which is big. Another thing is, if you have, it's happened before, if you have these 2, you can swing at something with Super Goof, and then play a Raya and then ink, or if Raya's already on play, ink a card, ready up your Super Goof, and then run into another character. So she's got a lot of utility use for her. I like her. Like I said, if it comes down to it, this would be the ratio for me, but I'm liking this right now. So and then last but not least, you guys already know the last 4 drop we're rocking here. 4 Rapunzels. Our main draw engine. I think with this deck, we need more draws because we only have the Rapunzel and the Julieta Madrigal. If we got like some cool, crazy draws, like the Steel Dock for the Steel Mufasa, this deck would be even way better. So, but it's not bad right now. The deck's fine, and it's really fun to play. So, 4 Rapunzels for our draw engine. In terms of draw, I mean, we have multiple draw engines here, but it's just not as easy to proc off as like the dock. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. So we have draw engines, it's just not as quick and easy as the dock. So we're on to 5s. I'm running 4 Mauis. I was running 3, but nowadays I like Maui at 4 just to like control the board, being able to hit mines and other locations nowadays. So Maui's a great 6/5 controller. And of course, you guys already know, we got the 4 Mufasas, 5 drops. That is our 5 drop there. We're going on to 6. I am running 3 Medusas. And I'm starting to like Hydra a lot, to be honest with you. I'm thinking about doing this. 2 Medusas and 2 Hydras. So the only reason right now I'm running the 3 Medusas is it is nice to just play her, especially with Gaston. You can play her on turn 4 to just snipe out Diablo or a Genie. It's like instant, you know, you play her, you're able to answer fast. But also with Steel nowadays, I'm seeing a lot more Steel trying to run Emo Beast. So it is nice to just play Medusa and get rid of the Beast so they don't plus and draw. But I don't know, I'm liking Hydra a lot. So, I mean, I would want to put a 3rd one in. I don't know if that's crazy, but I like Hydra a lot. So right now we're just gonna play with this because it's working. So I don't really want to change anything if it's working. So for now, this is the ratio, but I am thinking about putting a 3rd Hydra in. So that is our 6 drop. We're going on to 7 drop. This is our other draw engine, which is a little bit tougher to pull off, but with Gaston, you're able to drop Stitch as early as turn 5 at least. You just have to make sure you have 2 or more other characters, and then you can draw a card. And then the Stitch, just being a 4/8, he's hard to get rid of. So that's our other draw engine. And it is nice when Mufasa hits him, or he gets off of the Mufasa hit. Our 1-ofs, I like 1 B prep and then 1 Scar. B prep, it's just nice to know that you do have some sort of reset button in the deck. You know, like, it just sucks that worst case scenario, you know, your opponent has a good board and then you're already behind. It sucks knowing that it's like, it's probably game because you can't really answer the board. But having at least a Scar or a B prep, you know that maybe, you know, Lady Luck would be on your side and you top deck a B prep or a Scar if needed. So I think they're good at 1-ofs. So that makes our non-characters 4. We run 1 B prep and then 3 brawls, which makes it 4 non-characters. So Mufasa is more than likely going to hit. If you don't hit, you just really have bad luck, which is fine because it's TCG game. Luck does, come in play. So some people might disagree with me on this choice, but I will always like this choice. I'm running 3 Maleficent Dragons. It's just nice to high roll dragons with Mufasa super early. Majority of the time, you're probably gonna ink it, but there are times where I was able to hard cast it because of Gaston's, or like I said, maybe high roll and pop this off Mufasa, because now you have a handful of characters that can do stuff. So, you know, him popping off at Mufasa is nice. You can pop off at something. Stitch can pop off and draw 2 cards. Medusa can pop off and remove something off your opponent's board. Hydra is just nice in general because it gives you a big body on board that could potentially control your opponent's board. What else? You can, you know, pop off with another Mufasa. So there's a lot of good targets here. You can hit a Prince Eric off Mufasa. So a lot of the things that Mufasa could hit, besides like some of these smaller ones, like it sucks if you hit a Lumiere off Mufasa, but it'll happen. That's why I don't run a lot of 1-drops. I think 6 is enough. There's a lot of good targets for Mufasa. So it's nice to have Mufasa come out early, and if they, you know, take care of him, maybe you high roll into some of these really good characters. which is pretty likely because you do run a lot of top ends. So that's why I'm able to run those top ends, because compared to steel Mufasa, red Mufasa or Scarfasa, if you're not running Scar, then it's red Mufasa. But red Mufasa, I think, is definitely on the slower end. Yes, you have some characters that could quest fast, and you have your burst lore characters like Goofy, but in general, steel Mufasa build is way faster than a red Mufasa. I think red Mufasa it's not like super slow, but it's kind of got like that, a little bit of speed and that control-y, mid-rangey kind of feeling to it. So that's why I'm not running daisies in red Mufasa, because in steel Fasa, you can get away with daisies and giving your opponent cards because you're questing really fast. But at least for me, I've noticed when I was running daisies with red Mufasa, it felt really bad giving your opponent's card because you are slower. So that's why I don't run daisies here. As you guys can see, it is, you know, a lot more on a control-y aspect with all these characters that's able to banish stuff on your opponent's side of the board. So that is my Amber Ruby Scarfasa deck. Hope you guys like that. Guys, try it out. I think you'll enjoy it. And the couple of things that I would want to change, if you guys want to mess around and change it up, go for it. Like I said, for me as a player, this is the way I like running it. And I hope you guys enjoy running it as well. Well, that's that for the Amber Ruby Scarfasa deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you guys like my contents, like the video, please hit that subscribe and like button. It does help the channel big time. And for you guys that are continuously supporting me and coming back to the videos, I appreciate you guys. And for the peeps that aren't subbed yet or aren't subbed at all but still continue to watch my video, I still appreciate you guys. So we'll definitely get another gameplay vid on this Mufasa deck. So I think that's it. All right, till next time.